Morning everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today's video is the continuation of the last class 9 video of the fundamental unit of life. So in the previous video we were discussing about the fundamental unit of life, that is the cell. So I told you that we will go deeper into the cell today. In this video, let us look at what is a cell composed of, what are the different components of cells. That is here in front of you. Let's look at it. When we go inside a cell, the first thing what will we have? So what will we have when we enter a building, a home, a school, or something? What do you have? What do we have here? We have a wall, right? We have a boundary. We have a boundary wall. It's the same way. What does a cell have? Does cell has a boundary? Cell has any outer boundary like this? Any wall like this? Yes, obviously. That is known as cell wall. So cell wall is the outer layer which is present in the cells of this, but not of my mine. Okay, because the plant cells has cell wall, whereas animal cell does not have cell wall. A extra coating which is present in the plant cell. So you may get to know what's the difference between plants and animals. The difference in the plant cell and animal cell, the major difference in plant cell and animal cell is plant cell has a cell wall, whereas animal cell does not have cell wall. Why? Just think it and please answer it in the comment section below. What is the reason that we don't have cell wall? This cell wall, what are the characteristics of that? This cell wall you can check out here. The cell wall is made up of different proteins like cellulose, that's a carbohydrate, then pectin, lot of different components by which it is made up of. It's hard. The cell wall is hard and it is freely permeable. Different cells has different type of cell wall, in the sense it differs in the hardness, it differs in the deposition in that. Suppose if we take this leaf, the cells present in this leaf has a thin wall around it and the cell wall is not so hard, whereas when we take this a twig, so in this the cells are having a hard cell wall. The hard cell wall is because of the deposition of some material. Just like you can check out in this wall, in the middle of these bricks we'll be having cement, which is used for the hardness, which joins that as an adhesive. So if the strength increases here, the same way in this cell wall there will be deposition of lignin, which is very strong. If there is lignin deposition, it will be very strong. Further, in the next chapter you'll study in detail exactly which cell has what type of cell wall, what is the deposition, everything you'll learn it in the next chapter of tissue. So in this you just remember this cell wall. Cell wall is the outer covering in the plant cell. It is freely permeable. It allows the materials to go inside, they come out. So you can check out how the cell wall behaves and how the permeability of the cell wall it takes place. Let's look at that. Yes, you can check out here. There are this through the cell wall. There are lots of things which are coming out. You can check out the gum here, which is coming out through this, the bark of the tree. As how it comes out, it comes out through the cell wall. As I told you, cell wall as well as the plasma membrane, which helps in the inflow and the outflow of the materials. You can check out here in any of the tree what it happens. This is the function of the cell wall, right? As I told you, animal cell does not have a cell wall. What does it have is the outer covering. The outermost covering of the animal cell is plasma membrane, or the second most. After the cell wall there is plasma membrane in plant cell. So plasma membrane is common, or we can even call it as cell membrane. The cell membrane or the plasma membrane, it is common for both plant cell as well as animal cell. Just like look at this gate of the school. So this is like the plasma membrane. It may be the outer covering or the second most. The wall is the first one and this is the second. So plasma membrane is the outermost covering in the animal cell and the second most in the plant cell. So what are the characteristics of that? What does it has? What is the main feature? The main feature of this is selectively permeable. It allows the materials which cell wants and to enter as well as to exit, and it does not allow certain materials which are harmful for the cell. Suppose like the gate will be having a security guard with this. The security guard checks that particular person whether he has to be allowed inside or he has to be denied permission. So that will be decided and will be allowed. Like this, there are pores in these gates, there are holes in these gates. In the same way, there is some permeability, there are some kind of porous kind of things through which the materials gets exchanged. Okay, that is plasma membrane. Some experiments related to this plasma membrane are there that we are going to discuss in the coming videos about how the plasma membrane acts, all those. So now remember, this is how the plasma membrane is. This is a selectively permeable membrane to take in as well as to go leave out some materials selectively. Okay, that's plasma membrane. What is next? What is there inside that? We go inside the cell through the cell wall, then we can see a kind of a universe, a kind of everything, a vacant space in which lot of cell organelles are present. The vacant space, like this campus, the vacant space is known as cytoplasm. The first major part which we have already discussed, that is nucleus. Nucleus is the controlling center of a cell. It controls all the activities which happen inside the cell. Uh, it has what is its structure? You should know. Nucleus is embedded in the nuclear membrane. You can check out here. This is the structure, and in this nuclear membrane, inside which what nucleus contains is a nucleolus. A center part of nucleus is nucleolus, and it mainly enclosed of chromatin network. What is chromatin network? Chromatin network consists of chromosomes. Yes, chromosomes. All the organism has chromosomes. Chromosomes are hereditary material, the genetic material which will be transferred from the parents to the offsprings. That chromosomes are present in the nucleus. So this which helps in passing the characters from one generation to other generations. So those chromosomes consist of DNA, genes, all those things, which is another new universe. Which we will discuss that in some other video in detail. So here you should know that what is nucleus, what is structure and its function. The structure you can check out here. What are the parts? The nuclear envelope or the nuclear membrane, the nucleolus, the chromatin network. This is the nucleus, and it is the controlling center. It controls all the activities of the cell. Okay, it sends a message to different organs for the process. Okay, which are those organelles? Which are those organelles to which it controls? Let's look at that. There are a lot of such things. Let's check out. Mitochondria is another very important cell organelle. So this has a structure with double membrane. The outer membrane is very porous, and the inner membrane has lots of folds. So this is very important because what it does is its function is to produce ATP. What is this? Adenosine triphosphate is the energy currency. Like we have the currency of different notes, the rupee notes. We have new notes after the demonetization. There are dollars in some countries like America. There are euros in European countries. There are different currencies. So which currency does a cell inside the cell of each organism exist? Does it a rupee or a dollar? No. Here the currency which is used is ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Okay, adenosine triphosphate is used as an energy currency. If a cell needs energy, it has to spend its ATPs, and by spending the ATPs, it gets the energy for whatever. Suppose I am speaking here, so for speaking I need energy. To speak that, I need to spend some ATPs. I have spent lot of ATPs to speak in front of the you all. So please, you also spend some ATPs. Watch this video, then spend some more ATPs to like my video, and more ATPs for comment, and please even subscribe. You need not to spend a lot of ATPs for that. The mitochondria is known as powerhouse of the cell. I told you in the previous video also why it is known as powerhouse of the cell. That's because of this, because of the production of ATPs, energy currencies. Okay, so you also start producing ATPs by having some food. Give some work to your mitochondria, produce some ATPs to get the energy to study well. We'll meet tomorrow. Come back with more with ATPs. Thank you.